Hang on a second. 2 secs. Right, quick settings. Right, repeat. I was on the. We should be okay now. That should be a little bit better. Right, I'll stick that on there like that. And what we're doing today is carving an axe handle. And we're going to do it by hand. Right, let's double check. Hello, hello, hello. I muted it. That's what I did. Is it okay now? Have we got audio? He noticed. I did. Yeah, I was on mute, Gingers. I was on mute. Okay. All right, so I've been talking to myself for the last 10 minutes, have I? 11 minutes. Right. We're back now. Excellent. I do apologise. It must be when I clipped it on and accidentally pressed mute. I didn't realise. I've got meter on here as well. That shows me. There's a little Boyer radio mic. So it's going to be the same. Anyway, what I've been doing is I had the old axe head, which used to be my grandfather's. And that old axe head, I've cut and trimmed into shape, which you saw a moment ago, but you couldn't hear me. And originated as a felling axe, yeah? A thin blade, well, it should be a Hoonan axe actually. But this is the axe I use most of the time regarding handwork, but it's not the right type of axe. And what I'm saying is there's a double bevel, all right? Which means when you have to cut on the side of a log, you have to have too much of an angle to get the cutting edge, yeah? Because you've got to work with the bevel. But with a side axe, your bevel's only on one side, and effectively you can get much higher angle, more vertical, so you can peel the stuff off. That is what I want. I've been wanting one for absolutely ages. So I'll just put another coat of paint. I put a coat of paint over the dimply metal over there, for which then I'll just sand back, just get it to look pretty. It's a bit of texture. Now, this is going to be my handle, and if I look at the grain on here, effectively it's come round and sort of straighten out again. That's good, because I can use that to the shape of the actual axe handle. Now, am I going to go that way, or am I going to go that way? Am I going to go that way? Probably like that. Yep, like that. So I can utilise that shape, you see. Now this, I was going to split a log on there, because it's old oak. Sorry, it isn't old oak. It's from the wood pile again. And I tried splitting it with this, and it's just like, it's just going all different, not different direction, but it is a bugger. So I thought I'd just run over the table saw. All right, there's plenty to do anyway for a live stream. So I need to get that patterned on there, remembering that that particular axe head is much deeper because it was a felling axe. I have trimmed it down a bit, but it's much deeper, so I've got to allow more room. So we need a pencil. Where's the pencil? Oh, there's one over here. That'll do. Oh, I've got a neon green pencil. Right, so I will allow for that to go into the head, and then that's down to this. So that's right. So we're going to have to come across it. It's going to be a bit of work, and the shape of it will be very much as it evolves, if you know what I mean. Definitely need that curve there. You hold these much closer to the head, you see. You don't need a long handle. If anything, it's going to get in the way. And then this one, get a basic shape, and then I can then nibble it, whittle it to suit. Okay, to there, to there, to there. And then to there. Like that. We can literally just do that. Sort of. Then, like that. If I'm not happy with it, the beauty about it is because you always start again, can't you? Make it, you know. Alright, so I think I might use the hold fast. I'm a bit of a mess here, aren't I? So I might use this hold fast. I'll put that on there. It's got to go there now. To get enough length on that hold fast, hold that down. Yeah! No, yeah. I'm live. Oh yeah, excellent. Should we do that a bit later? Do I do that after our live? Do I do that after our live? Yeah. I'll do the axe handle now. Hello you, got my little doggy here. Can I have my doggy? He's going to help me. I don't want to get rid of him. Keep him in here, it'll be a nightmare. Oh, you. Hello. Oh, coming. Oh, this is Nacho. Yeah, that's his bum.
It's a bit muddy.
Oh, thank you. Oh, he is no. I'm muddy now. Where are you going? He's got fingers sitting on my shoulder, like a parrot.
He's been play fighting Sebastian.
Have you?
Yeah, they've been getting on really well.
Oh, that's good. You all did yesterday,
They're
actually.
just play fighting.
You got mud on your face now.
Oh, you cut her.
Oh, you cut your face. Oh, cool. You've been brambles. Yeah.
Take me on, you to wash my
Oh, yeah, you do that. Do you want him back?
No, I don't want to touch him.
You don't want to touch him? Oh, do you hear that, Nacho? Want the camera? Right, okay. Well, that was Nacho. Yeah, we're having to do a lot of fencing because of him. Pull it into me. I haven't fixed this down yet, which is a bit silly. So what I'm doing is I'm straddling it with my legs. Oh, how kinky! Right. I should have brought in my I keep saying that, my sawhorse, you know. Not sawhorse, my vice horse. Vice horse? Oh, I don't know what you call it. I have a bit of brain fog sometimes because I've got fibromyalgia, and one of the symptoms for that is brain fog. So I always forget names and of things and people. Right. So keep whittling at that. I've got a spoke shave, or aka a ghosty shave, as well. Sometimes we better use the voice in some ways. Ooh, oh, that's it. If you're not going to see that, I'll have to bring this round a bit. There you go. We've got a ghost shave here. Is it sharp? I don't know. Blades restricted. Now, when I set up my spoke shave, I usually have one side of the spoke shave deep and the other side shallow, because that way you can work it from one side to the other. So at the moment it's a tiny shave, and then if I come onto the left side, I can take more off with the spoke shave. If that makes any sense. And then if I want to take less off, I can bring it over. Because it doesn't need to be perfectly flat. Just parallel with the mouth. It doesn't need to be with a spoke shave. And you can use a spoke shave both directions, no matter what people say. I just tend to work with the grain. This grain actually, even though it's coming up there, you expect to be going against the grain, but because the grain's actually got a curve in it, very handy that is. That's why I chose a bit of wood for it. Because then you've got the grain continuous, haven't you? Less likely to snap. And I've seen some handles for axes, some nice little short stumpy axe handles, but they got quite a curve in them. And the problem is at some point that further down the handle, that grain's going crossing over, so it makes it a weak point, makes it very, very weak. But if you can find a piece that actually goes, a piece with follow the grain with your hand, shape of your handle. You see, that is the bit that's going to go into the head there. And I've got a bit of a curve I've got to put in this face. Be better that way around because of the grain direction. So you can use a draw knife if you like, if you got one. No longer, I'm going to just keep taking the wood. I could have put it on the bandsaw and took the worst off with the bandsaw, but then what fun is that? use, an arbor cut, is it? I've got one in there. Well, I've got the file version or rasp version of one. Rotary rasp. You could use one of those to get the worst of the material. It's a bit noisy and a bit aggressive and dangerous. It's just, it's a bit more organic, isn't it? The bit when you make your hexagons yourself, you can make them, to your needs. Because the shape will start to go on. So, is that way up? Yeah, that way up. So, yeah. I think that the depth there is okay, it's quite good. It's going to have to be narrower at that point, because that must always, right, the butt of the handle must always be fatter than where you're gripping. So when it slides, your hand stops. And obviously wider that way. Otherwise, you go, ooh. But yeah, that's not great when it does that. No, I might spin this right round, so I think I can get that in a better position. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So remember that when you spoke shaves, it's much easier to have that cut blade, the plain iron in your spoke shave, virtually non-existent there. Cut, stick that more on that side, and like I say, you can judge. You can alter the depth of cut just by moving one way or the other. You don't use spoke shaves, do you, to joint a bit of wood, do you? You just to shape a bit of wood. Oh, let's bring me around. I'll just kick the. Ooh. Oh, where's I put that? Let's put that there. So many things I would like to get in here for doing live streams, and I did talk about last year. What I would like is last year is a wireless camera system that connects to the computer, or connect itself for streaming. Either way, that tracks you. Well, if you're one place, it's okay. But if I'm making something in the workshop and I'm going from one tool to the next, I think it'd be quite nice if I could have multiple cameras different places, but they kind of tracked me. I know LG do a really nice system. Tracking the multi-camera angles all at once, that sort of stuff. But all this stuff costs me about £1 each, those cameras are, so I'm not going to be doing that in a hurry, am I? I need a sponsor. Right, that's looking good. I think I'm getting the basic shape. I need a bit more off here. I think the basic shape is getting there. So that's going to go around, then rando like so. So, I might draw another hole in there for this, so I get it in multiple places for different jobs. Because it ain't always in the right place, is it? Right. And if you're wondering, we just got here, we're carving an axe handle for an axe that I have made, an axe head that I've made from an old axe head. Basically, I've recut it to a different shape. And we're making what we call side axe, because the actual cutting edge is going to be one face only, not two. So it's a single bevel. And there's good reason for that. Now this isn't the sort of axe you can be like whacking really hard with, you know what I mean? It's more of a tap tap tap, using the weight of the axe to do the work. It's not for splitting, it's for shaping. And I haven't got one, so I thought, I don't know, let's make one. Or convert an old axe head. I really want to get hold of a forge, is what I want. Not a big one, little one. So much you can do. And you've got a little forge, yeah, making tools. You know. We'll probably have to get, we'll get to a certain point where I might have to use some rasps and when I can't get the angles I want with the spoke shave. Now this is a this is a flat spoke shave for cutting concave. But if you've got convex, was it concave? No, that's for cutting concave outside curves. Convex outside curves, concave inside curves. You have to have a round bottom if it's a tight. Even you still use this. If, like for instance, this is a concave and this is a flat spoke shave. So it'll get to a point where it won't make a cut because the plain iron will not come in contact with the wood. But at the moment, it's fine. Then you've got a draw knife like this one, which is really nice to use. Not so good on the old push stroke, but it's not how it's designed. This is a French draw knife. If that's what you want to use. Probably use a lot more on the end actually. When I shape the ends. That is right now. I can feel it. I can feel it in my fingers. I can feel it in my toes. Right, now I want a bit more off here. Yeah, there. I've got to take more off there because that ain't right yet. My hand's too low down, too close to the head, which is at this end. So I need to bring more of this out here so my hand ends up in the correct place. Oh, I haven't got my leather apron on. You push it into your belly, you see, when you've got a leather apron. Well, this was that little firewood pile, so hopefully it'll work. Don't see why it shouldn't. It's still a bit of wood, isn't it? It's dry enough. I think this is drier than the chestnut that we'd be given. I had no idea for this because I can't have it always in the same place, you see. It'll be in my way. So what I was going to do is attach it to a base, a wooden base, and then wherever I put it, I can then put a couple of screws in it, 3 or 4 screws in it, hold down to the floor, just so it can hold its shape, stay in place, not so I don't get a rocking. I don't want this to rock anymore, you see. It's really annoying. So just try and make it so my hand will naturally go nearer the end. Right, so far so good. Have a look at that. So, yeah, that's more like it. Maybe even a bit more. Feel it in my fingers. I feel it in my toes. Right. I'll do the same. Yeah, I need a series of those holes in there. Because then I can put it in different positions, can I? Didn't think of that when I was doing it. How silly of me. This is a little record. What number is it now? Is there records at Stanley? I can't see the maker's name on it. It's 151 anyway. Made in England. Maybe it is a record. Because I've got some that have been mismatched up. So I think this is actually a whole record. I mean, what I mean by that is the cap is one. Well, I've got one over a record and Stanley combination. Feel it in my fingers. I feel it in my toes. Right. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Alright, so that's going to be fat as hell. Ooh. Wait. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Strange. I think we're going to go to either surf form or a rasp. Alright, what we've got going on here? Hello there. Hello, indeed. Hello, Viper Scott. I made a mistake at the beginning. I accidentally buy a rasp. I got a rasp. I want one of them Shinto rasps, that's what I want. Or a hand cut one, would be nice. So it's nice, it's really good. The Shinto's pretty good though. It's nice to get a rasp, even makes a bit of a fluffy finish, which is going to be sanded away anyway. It don't split the wood, does it? You know what I mean? Which is which? It's that one. This always reminds me of in woodworking classes in the early years where a bit of plywood, you got your rasps and then you go, oh, different colours are coming through. Oh no, expect funny shapes. I reckon I can afford to cut that angle on there in a minute. I'll leave until I've got the shape, I think. Like I say, this axe, you're not going to whack at your piece of wood with it. It's not for that. It's literally just a handle to hold the head, really. Just so you can peel off the wood with the axe. Right, if I remember rightly, it's that way around, or was it that way around? That way around. So yeah, it's going to be about there. A bit more off there, I reckon. If you've got a handed axe head, there's no point in having a double-handed, right or left-handed handle. You might as well make sure the handle fits your hand properly. Because a side axe with a grind on the right-hand side is not going to be any good for somebody who's left-handed, unless they can start using the right hand. Not at all, really. On there's. A rocker's axe handle, well, because it's rocking. But at base, what I do is I pick it up, I back through coach screws into the floor each time I want to use it. Looking good. Right, how we get on the shape wise if I look at this one. It's all been shortened down. That looks to me. Bit of rasping. That's better. Maybe a bit more. No, I think that's quite good. So there to there. Obviously the rest of the shape's got to be done. See, with this bit on the end there, you see what I'm saying? It's like locks into your hand. And the same would be like if you've got, actually got another axe handle to make, which I had a bit of an issue with the axe. The other axe, the felon axe, it broke. I was using, as a stupid thing to do really, I was using it when it was freezing the other day, and it just went ping. Yeah, didn't like it. Obviously, it was on its way out. So, yeah. A bit of super glue to do, isn't it? So that needs a new handle. But I might use this handle for another axe. You could probably use that part there for carve up a bit. Could have used it on it. No, I couldn't. No, I could have done. I could use it on this even, but I'm not going to. Cause I'm making an oak one. Didn't have any ash. You don't see a lot of ash around here. There's a lot cut out locally. They removed it. There we go. It's a bit of a shame. So now I've got that. Can I grab an axe head now? That's a big idea, isn't it? Hopefully it's dry. And we can prep it up and then get more measurements in for the top of the handle. So here's my axe head I made earlier. And now I painted that side, then wet and dried it back, just get a bit of a look. I know, it's a bit silly. I'm going to do the same on this side. And what do I do with the wet and dry? 1200 wet and dry, where are you? Oh, there you are. And what I'll do is I'll sharpen it before I fit it for the first time. I'm going to sharpen it before, to make it easy to sharpen. See all the black this ends up in all the low bits then, you see? You've got to see the name easier as well. It's a bit of a dancing, isn't it really, but you know, I'm silly. Oh yes, that type. It's got a bevel on one edge, not the other. So when you're cutting, the axe can be more vertical than having to be at an angle. So if you're cutting out, if you're trying to peel off the edge of a log, so if you're doing any hand axe work, it's handy. It's a tool for a job, isn't it? And if you can't, find one, you have to make one. I've got to make myself a throw as well for splitting logs. I'll make that from an old for my ferro. I've got a ferro Ceraturn mower, and I've got loads of spare blades, old blades. So I'll cut one of them, make it into a throw, and that can be welded up. It doesn't have to be cut. It doesn't have to be hand forged or anything. It can be welded. So I'll just weld up into a piece of tube, split the tube, so it ends up with a bit of taper in it, so it can take a handle. And then the handle's just a way of holding it. It's not really, you don't hit the handle or you don't drive the throw. You literally hit the throw with a wooden mallet on the blade. So we will sharpen this as well, see if we get this nice and sharp. I used to be able to throw axes. I used to do it a lot. Alright, throwing axes, because we had this old oak tree with a dead branch coming out of it, and I used to throw axes at it. Cut it off so it's like a target, and it's to throw axes at it. And I used to be getting quite good at it. And I tried to throw it. I thought, have you ever go at this? I was fucking useless. I know this is about 20 odd years ago, but it's not like riding a bike. Keep bouncing out. I just couldn't get it right. I'll try again later. Maybe I got the wrong axe, to be fair. That's probably. You can throw anything though, can't you? As long as you get your, as it leaves your hand, get that right, get the spin right. Just make it a little bit nicer, a bit more interesting, like it's intentional, which it is. Otherwise it's all the shiny kind of ground bits along with the old vintage shit, you know what I mean? Which I didn't want to get rid of because it's like it's patina, isn't it? But I cut all bits off it and ground it into shape. Is it? Oh yeah, there's a bit that was ground off, cut off. And the shape was more like that. With that. It used to be my grandfather's axe, so it's quite nice to make it so you use one axe again. Because besides, who uses a felling axe these days, really? And I tell you, we do use it. We use it. Well, it's a splitting axe, but splitting them all. It's not really an axe, is it? I've got a hydraulic splitter as well, so that can be quite lazy. But they can really handy. You get gnarly bits, so hydraulic splitter that really goes through it. It's no small, it's a little 4-ton. It's the thing when you live in country, you need all this stuff really. Some things you buy, you think, oh God, why do I bother? It's just quick to stick an axe through it. I've got a proper swinging type log saw through there, for firewood, and I haven't used it in God knows how many years. In fact, I better start it up and make sure it's running all right. Right, there you go. So that is the axe head. Yeah. Maybe a bit more off there actually. No, I get sorted out there when I do that. I've got flat in the back, so I get sorted out then. Right. So far, so good. So this is my handle. That's going to have to go into there. Obviously, you can see there, it's quite short, isn't it? Yeah. It's the kind of hatchet you might use if you want to do like a Viking raid or something, maybe. So I need to get the shape right, and it's going to be a bit of a pain. And you've got to get the angle right as well, haven't you? Right, let's give it a go. See what we can do with that. I'll do a bit of draw knife for that, I think. Where is it? Here it is. So, I'll stick that there. Not that way round. Right. So that was more rounded. I will be uploading a video of doing the axe head on its own. Because I did actually record it. I'll have to edit it though. This is dry oak. This is good. Ideal for this job. It just makes it a bit harder to work because it's, well, for start, it's oak for a start. Quite nice to actually have it so actually the wood went and followed that edge, but I don't think we'll have time to do that in this live stream. Might have to though, because there might not be enough length there to be able to get the taper down without making it weak. It's a DMT diamond sharpener, fine. They cut quite well actually. This is my steel that I use. There's all bits of wood on the floor. Literally, there's a new drill bit in the handle. So instead of buying a steel, like for instance we do your cabinet scrapers. Make your own. Same with your cabinet scrapers, you make them from the old saw blades. You know, panel saw blades. As long as you've got a means of cutting it. Oh, gone the wrong way. I have. I've got rid of the dirt yet. That's better. That's a bit better. Oh, I wish it wasn't wobbly. I see the shape coming up on the end here now. It's coming, it's getting there. Obviously, it needs to go further back. You see the shape is starting to come. If you look at the axe head, I feel it in my fingers. I feel it in my soul. So it's that way round. Let me mark that forward so I know. Obviously it's going to have to be cleaned up. It's going to go in here like it is. It's going to go in here. Can't I just use a 4-inch nail? You're a bit silly. Alright. Just come a bit further forward there. This is where a leather. Oh, where is it? I've got a leather apron somewhere. Where have I put that? You see what I mean? I've got plenty of a leather there to protect me. Anyway. It's a hard old bit of oak. There again, when I get a bit of old barn wood, crikey, that stuff can be like bloody rocket can. I've had pieces that I put through a lathe before and it's like, you know, sparks are flying off. Same with American walnut as well, you know. And then you've got the ironwoods like Purple Heart, and it's extremely hard. They're not good for this job, I don't think. I wouldn't have thought so, yeah. You know, Purple Heart, axe handle, I don't know. I've never seen one, so. It's usually ash or hickory. Right, it's getting there. Starting to get there. I see it in my fingers. Who am I missing? So it'd be used to prep a log to make timber. Yeah, things, stuff like that. So if I've got a log and I want to trim the sides of the log into some sort of uniform shape, it's a lot easier with a side axe to do a good job than it is with an ordinary double bevel axe. You can also use for peeling as well, because the blade, you know, I mean, think of the blade being like that, you can actually you can peel with it as well. So just use the weight of the blade of the head. So you don't try to do that. So you will be doing that, but not it's not. Oh, Mr. Miyagi make you bang nails into the fence. It's not like that. Oh my God, my little dog. He loves playing. I think he's really finding his feet now. And he's a nuisance. He's a right little nuisance. He's funny as hell, he really is. Really funny. He's a funny little thing. Be careful with that. Now you split in the wrong place. He's now playing fetch. He's learnt that one. He's sussed that. Really quick, actually. Took a bit longer with Wally. All right. We've got sort of rubber, squeaky rugby ball. And it's a football. Well, they get away. It's nice though. At first, I was worried that I was going to feel guilty getting another dog after I lost my Wally, and I thought, like, you know, I'm going to feel bad about it, but I don't, because he reminds me of Wally, which is really nice. I want to be reminded of him, because he was my little buddy. He was. Now, obviously, you can do this with a chisel if you want. You know, pair it with a chisel. You know, I've got a chisel here if I wanted to pair it. I don't know what I've done with it, but I did have a chisel here. There it is. So, you know, if you want to, you've got awkward bits. Yeah, use multiple tools. You don't always have to use the same tool. This is a Robert Sorby chisel. It's had a new handle, but you know. Old tools, I don't know what it is, but they always seem to be better, you know. The budget tools are all very, like, you know, all the same really, aren't they? They're very similar. The days of budget tools being no good whatsoever, I think that's gone, because the manufacturing processes now have been so improved. You know, most tools will do the job to some extent. The steel generally is adequate. They just have different traits, don't they? So I've got that now. Well, it's obviously too big, I know, but so the taper's at the front, and that's the front, and that's the back. That's not good there. Right. So I've got this little bit of wood. If you are going to use it, I've got a little nodule of wood in there. I can use it as a stop, you see. So the front is the taper. So the taper's this side. So all I'll do is once that little nodule there, this piece of wood, once it's all been chewed up, I'll just cut it off and whack another one in. You can just do that with a hole saw, make a hole, and then drive a piece of wood in. It's not as complicated, is it, on these older blocks? But I think my next job is going to be putting a base on this so I can fix it down to the floor. Because this is the idea when I'm doing live videos on here. In this position, this is the ideal position for it. I just need to be able to fix it down. So that's the front, that's the table on the back then. Yeah, that's getting better, that's good. That's the taper. Now if you look, I'm not trying to push, so I end up going like, put it under force, you see it flying off the end. I'm effectively doing like a little tap backwards and forwards. So I never go too far. I was risk of hurting yourself or somebody else. Or just dropping the chisel. Damaging your project. And that's the best one. Actually, this will work better than using the draw knife. Right. So let's see what we got. That's the front. That's the front. So that's the back. So it's going to be more blunt here. You can tell I've been grinding a lot. There's obviously a lot of iron filings on here because it's reacting with the tannins. It's going to be black anyway, so it doesn't matter. Oh, we're getting closer. Right, no, that is way off that end. But as you can see, it's starting to go there. So I just got to keep whittling it until I get it. I'm looking at it now. I need to take more off this side. Okay. Dee 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 dee. Please double click the old screen. Give us a like, will you? Pretty please. Cherry on the top and all that jazz. Helps channel, you know. And we need all the help we can get. I'm taking tablets. Actually. How are we doing that? Okay, it's going in there a bit better. Nearly there. Still more off this side, still more taper on this side. That's gone in a bit further. It's not far off. It's not far off. The thing is though, we all have the woodwork, I get all those tools. There's quite a trend at the moment. People take up woodwork. You have to ask yourself, if you're going to take up woodwork, what kind of woodwork are you going to do? What is it? What is it you want to achieve? Do you want to, I don't know, make axe handles all day? You know, you might find you don't need hardly any tools. I'm probably going to use polyurethane adhesive to put the wedge in. Because it expands into all the little nooks and crannies, and also it's waterproof. So if you, sometimes what I like to do is, if the head starts getting a bit on the loose side, I'll stick the tool in water so the handles swell up into the head. So I get a bit loose. So I don't really want to use a glue that could get affected by water. So that's side still. Oh, bit by bit. Forwards. Okay. You get the idea now? Right. Boom, 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 boom. No, it's oak. I wish it was ash, but it's oak. It doesn't actually matter for this too much because it's a side axe. So it's oak. You can use oak on the handle anyway, but ash is better. Ash or hickory. But it don't really matter because you're not giving us any welly. You know what I mean? It's just to hold it really. It's not having any real massive impact. You know what I mean? Because that's not what it's for. You know, it's a side axe. So the idea of peeling off wood on the side of your workpiece. Idea if you want pre-prepping up it for, I don't know, a bit of wood turning even, carving. It's forwards. So, that was the back one. Back is the more rounded. You need a little block paint for doing this, couldn't you? Quite easily. This is working, isn't it? Check as you go. And if you just got here, this is an axe head that I cut from an existing axe that I already had. I thought, hang on, that's going to make an ideal side axe. So I cut all the scallops out of it. I will be uploading the video on that. I haven't actually done it yet, but I will be. I've recorded it, but I haven't actually edited it yet. Now that's looking fairly good. What point is that there? Where's my pencil gone? All right idea. I know I've got to come to back there. There. And something to be done with a rasp again, I think. Could do with a chisel, but could use surf form or Shinto or whatever you got really. I haven't got no Shintos. I won't get one. It's all about money, innit? Oh, why isn't that sticking that way? It's the wrong angle. It needs to be there. That's it. So it's just a little surf form. See, you know, even they have their uses. So I'll put a bit of a convex in that. I have to remove so much material. I was watching, I quite like, oh God, what's his name? I forgot his name now. That Irish geezer, young lad with the hat. Does a lot of, he's doing work with schools now as well, I believe. But he does a lot of axe handles and what have you. But what got me about him is he throws all his tools into his toolbox. They've all got edges on and no protection on them. I thought, what the hell, I've gone way to bugger them all up. A bit silly. Someone did that with my tools, I got loopy. I spent a lot of time sharpening, but an edge on it, grinding up, flattening the backs and all that sort of stuff. And then just chuck it into a toolbox with a shitload of metal tools. At least wrap them first. Well, that's looking good. I know it's all got to be sanded and smoothed up. Smoothed, which is that way. Looking good, looking good. Still a bit tight that way. It's about halfway in now. So another way of doing this, you can burn the end, right? You might think it's crazy. Burn the end, so it's virtually low. You tap, 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 tap as it's burning, and you get a really solid fit. I don't like doing that because I worry that's going to not stop burning. I don't like that idea. No. Okay, so that's going to go on there. That's good. Need a bit more off the back of that. I fitted my bolt to my gate, the wooden bolt. Looks really good. I did put a back plate on the bolt though because it's a pale fence, split chestnut pale fence. The pale wasn't really wide enough to put the cleats onto for the bolt, so I decided to. That's better. So I decided to put an oak back plate on it, and it looks really good. I'm really pleased. I've got a load more of them to make. We made that bolt in the last live stream. I'm hoping to do regular live streams. I hope, be able to get a channel to pay for itself already, because it's what we do stuff like this because you're just doing it. But when you want to start, getting with, more equipment in and stuff to do different types of work, you need to fund the channel somehow. The things I need some decent lights in there, you know. I need a way of lighting this, and everything costs money, doesn't it, you know. I'm only streaming this on my phone at the moment, which is okay, you know. If anything, it's probably one of the easiest ways of doing it. I did try doing it on a computer before, but every time I switched from one camera to the next using ordinary webcams, it was struggling with all the bandwidth. Let's forward. Hey, take care, Billy. Have you got any floorboard clamps? What for jointing floorboards together? Yeah, I have. It'd be up in my barn there. But not in here, no. Where would they be? I have, but I haven't got a clue where it is. What's your point? Oh, what? Ah, for camping this down. So what are you thinking? I might just screw it down. Most of the time it won't be in my way, but if it is, I can just unscrew it, can't I? I'm going to put it on a wooden base first. So that way I can easily screw the base down to the floor. I've ordered the bearings for the washing machine now. I thought it was going to be a nightmare. I've never done washing machine bearings before. I've done loads of stuff on washing machines to fix them, but I've never done bearings on a washing machine. But you have to split the whole drum down, you see. You've got to take all the front of the machine off. You've got to separate the drum from the machine and the drum from itself, because it's a split, like clamshell, split drum. But I didn't actually have to take it away in the end. The main drum, half the main drum is still in the machine. I just had to take the bit out that holds the bearing. Not the bearing, the front of the machine, so I can get to the bearing. And then I took obviously the stainless steel drum out as well. How's that doing? It's good. Oh, we're nearly there. Can you see it? We're getting there. It's nearly there. So it's about 3/4 of the way up now. Tommy driven that down. How's that straight? No, that's good. Once I get the head on snugly, I'll look at sanding all this up, trim the end of the handle, because it's not at the right angle yet, and then get a little paring with a chisel all over maybe, and then some, loads of sanding. Then I'll burn the bugger. I should have kept my firewood burner going. I could just chuck it in there. That'd have done it. To char it, I want black. That stops the bugs, you see, from eating it. That's one of the good reasons. One reason for doing it, you see, is to keep the old bugs at bay. Looking good. Oh, wrong way around. I feel it in my fingers. I feel it in my... Oh, shit. Because I've got a chumpy. I just hit the... Oh, that's it. Now I've got little knots to take out. Probably do it on the shampoo a quick way. Ah, there you go. got a mess. I'm going to take some soap there, that's good. Right. So, hit the blink in there, hold fast. Like an idiot. Right. Okay. Oh, come here, you. Da 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 da. Yeah, we're having to go to the old laundrette at the moment. This is annoying. Well, that's pretty good. We have these outside supermarkets now, like 3 machines, and it's quite reasonable. Includes the liquid as well. So for a, they've got a, is it 9 kilo load? 9 kilo load, and it's €4. Which I don't know what that is in dollars, but €4. And then we've got another one there, which is a 20 kilo load, and that's €9. Oh, €8, sorry. So so you got your duvets and stuff in there. When you've got dogs, you do find yourself having to, you know, wash everything quite a lot. You might think I'm a dirty bugger, but I actually hate it. I hate being dirty. I hate the house being dirty. So I tend to, you know, I hate things being disorganised as well. Have I got the wrong way around again? Yeah, it is that way around. Yeah, that's it. That's better. Okay, it looks pretty almost there, I think. Need to get a little bit more. Got about 10mm left there. Time we'd driven it, it'd be 5mm. Time it's driven on. So we're in about there. There's enough room there. It's on the flanks is where the problem is. Not the shoulders. The shoulders are actually a little bit on that shoulder. No, the shoulders are okay. There's actually space on either side of the shoulders. I don't want to get too much off there, so I need to take some off here and there. That's why it's too fat at the moment. This little carving knife that I made out of a saw blade as well. Get the bend in it, I just keep whacking it with a ball peen hammer. So a bit of a curvature to it. That's what I wanted. Oh, look, I need to make some spoon carving chisels as well. Carving knives. Don't know if my hands can actually suffer it, to be honest. A bit more. Obviously, if you use machines, you can get that a lot quicker. Obviously. You cut your blank out on the old bandsaw or jigsaw, and then you'd get a sanding disc, aggressive sanding disc in your angle grinder. That'll make light work of it. Shape it up. Or get some of them rotary rasps. Different, you know, get them all different shapes and sizes. And then you just sand the bugger. Do you know what? This is where I'm happiest. In the workshop. Just playing with me wood. You got to play with your wood, you know. Don't you have? No? You don't want to do it? Okay. Right. There we go. A bit more meat off there. Where's everyone gone? Everyone's run away. What have I done? What have I done? Is it dinner time or something? Oh, getting pretty close now. Off the shoulders now. We can afford to take a little bit off near the shoulders, which is about there. When we're in apocalypse time, you know, and there's dystopia at Mad Max, you're all going to have to learn to make your own axe handles. You ain't going to have no gas central eating, are you? We're getting there. What you said in the chat. Hello, Michael. Yeah, this is one made from an old axe, alright, so I've had to reshape it. I'm getting stuck on log with the old angle and cut loads of bits of metal off it basically, and then grind it all up and then make it, grind a new bevel on it. So it's on just a right hand side bevel, so it's a right handed side axe. And it's yeah, it just does the trick. See, these things are, you know, if you want anything like this, they're expensive. Yeah, with a decent bit of steel. And also, they're not that good. The cheap ones aren't anyway. Obviously, the handmade ones there's some fantastic things out there. But 300 quid for a side axe, I don't really want to do that. I can't warrant that. Be more like by myself. I know. What do I buy? Don't know really. To save the money, I suppose. Getting closer and closer. I don't want to lose all this girth here. It's all about the girth, you know, that's what she said. So I'm just peeling it, scalloping at eighths like that as I go. Now, a lot of these tools are like Fiskars and what have you. We talk axes or any tools. A lot of them plastic handles with rubber grips on. And then the rubber ends up going all shitty after a while, doesn't it? It goes weird. It goes sticky. What's that all about? Who ever wants that? Nearly there. Oh, do the shoulder there, that one there. Take more like that. This bit of wood comes from the firewood pile, so if you didn't already know. So just use what I've got. Make do amends, you know. The nice thing of doing this is you'd learn motor skills, don't you? You know, when you're doing there's a carving or using chisels and hand tools. When you're just constantly using power tools, it's like, you know, you're not really learning a motor skill, much of a motor skill anyway. You're learning how not to cut yourself, I suppose, chop your arm off or something, you know. God, better when I see people with their blinking skill saws, using them single-handed. I've seen it so many times, they take the bloody leg off, not a whole leg off, but, you know, cut themselves badly from way up. It's so common. Whenever you look at these action emergency type programs, the amount of people that cut themselves on, chop saws, skill saws, or, accidents, falling off ladders, using wearing trainers while at work and going up and down ladders. It's the worst thing you can wear as a trainer. Anything with, or like any form of plimsoll, anything with a flat sole. If you're going to go up and down ladders, you're done.
Yeah, I'm just thinking.
Okay.
It's starting to rain.
Oh, then, is it?
Yeah.
You want to wait for me or not?
No. It's, you want to do the washing.
Oh, I suppose we haven't we? Got to do the washing. Got to do the washing. Do you like it, darling, so far? It's me axe. I was thinking about keeping this one beside the bed.
And it's took all day to make one axe.
It's handmade.
How much do they cost to buy?
About 300. You can't get them unless you go from a specialist place. They're not off. I haven't seen them off the shelf anyway. Not like. And besides, that'd be rubbish anyway. That's a really good axe head. Yeah. I need it, darling. I need it. I'm making videos.
Well, yeah.
There is that too. I'm making videos as well. I'm entertaining people with my man boobs.
Have you got lots of people watching you?
I have had, not many now though. That was a couple hundred earlier, but now it's gone to 35. They got bored. Have you done that yet? She says you all got fed up, buggered off. That's what she said. She's not nice. Oh, my darling. That's my darling Caroline. Been together all these years. All that years. Hello, girl. Hey, thanks, Michael. Yeah, I agree. Make your own handles. Why don't you buy a shit? Yeah, she'll never understand that. She'll never understand. Let's say nearly there. Very close. Another 1/4 of an inch, I reckon, if that. 1/8 of an inch now, and then the time I drove. It's whether or not I want it protruding or not. I don't know if I do. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't. I could say, I made that. And once I've done it all, right, I could put a pattern on it with a laser, couldn't I, if I wanted to. Do you know, I've got a CNC machine through there, and I ain't used it yet. It's only a little one, but I ain't used it yet. I didn't pay for it, that was given to me. But, yeah, by somebody who wants some videos. I did a couple of videos with it, but I haven't actually done anything with it properly. I don't know enough about me yet. You could just CNC the axe handle, couldn't you? Cheating. Keeping it on the wrong way around. Oh, getting even closer now. the time you drove that onto that, that would be there. So it's literally just the shoulders now. I should be using the gouge for that bit. It's got a shape to that rounded shape. A bit more further forward on it, don't I? Yeah, a bit further forward. Every time I do that, leaves a mark, he said. I can follow the mark on the shoulders of the, where the handle, top of the axe head drives into the handle. And I can just whittle that away where the marks are. There, same on this side. Okay, that's good. There. Oh. Bring my voice source in tomorrow. Make sure sometimes it's easier to use that. Probably needs to dry out. It's been out in the rain. It isn't very good. I usually use it outside, you see. Well, that's all the way to the top. I think I'm going to have that flush. Alright. Let's cut the end of that off. Okay. Here's a little saw. What are we doing with that? It's basically there in shape wise, isn't it? La 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 la. La 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 la. Right. Use a file. Do you get your file woodworks, Ken? What I should do is find some chalk, whether that's gone. Where's the chalk? I can't see it. Oh, never mind. I've just got to clog up in it. Come on. Tighter. Tighter, man. Tighter. There you go. Dum, 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 dum. I haven't been speaking too much this time, have I? My voice is... That's not better. Wait a minute. Already, even though I haven't been speaking, my voice is going. Come on, stick in there, you. That's it. Oh, done again. I'm in the wrong angle again, aren't I? The hole that's in is tapered, you see. Not tapered, it's at an angle, so you've got to get the angle right. That's it. Scrape on that, couldn't you? Let's try to scrape on that cabinet scraper. I don't know how sharp it is, mind. Playing with different tools. I've got number 80 up there, scrape playing, but they won't be any good for this. Oh, that's better, scraper, but that works. Ah, that works well. I'll get the angle, direction of grain right. The scraper works really well. Deceiving this is because I chose a piece of wood that had a curve in its grain, so I can make sure the grain's going with the bend. You think, okay, I must be going against it or with it now, the grain, and you realise, oh, hang on, no, you're not, because it's naturally going in the opposite direction. That works well. Yeah, scrape. Take a lot of beating scrape, especially when you've got grain going in all different directions. Find some abrasive paper in a minute, I suppose. I don't mind the black, so I'm gonna carbonate the handle in a minute anyway. I've just noticed there's a little hairline split just there across that corner. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to whack a bit of super glue into that, I reckon. Make sure that don't get any worse. It's going across there. I'll see it's going to there. It's a tiny little flaw. I'm not going to make another handle over that. If it's this end, it might be different, but it's not. It's a butt end. But if it's a butt end, it's quite nice. You can put extra little, a bit of purple heart in it, so just a bit of an accent. This is going to be a user, so this isn't a toy. I'm going to be bashing around with it. I'm not going to. It's not there to, just look pretty. I want it to do a job. So I'm just going to grab a little bit of sarin acrylate. I don't know if you can see that there's a little tiny, this little split has appeared there. It does move just a bit, but it's going crossways. It's not going any deeper than that. It's going across that corner. So I'm going to sarin acrylate it, yes. When in doubt, sarin acrylate it. It's Thio. This one's by Eureka Glues. Called Cascamate. Do 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 do. Right, so let's just stick that on here. I've got a shave or something. I'll poke it in there, or wedge it open a little bit, just so I can force it in a little bit. Find the hole. Find the hole. Well, it doesn't want to move, so it's a good sign. Got to get it in there though. I've got a shaving on the floor that I could use. Yes, I have. By George, I've got it. Right. Just pushing it into the little crack. There's no point in being all on the another way of doing that actually is get the airline. Make sure you've got goggles on. Just put it on low and blow it in. Don't do it full though. Come back and hit your eyes. Right, so far so good. Yeah, that's right. So I've got a clamp on here that I can use. Use that voice there, can I? Bit of activator. On the top a little bit. And then I can stand that back. Let's put the lid on before I forget this time. Hello, Stephen. Oh God, I haven't listened to that yet, that speech. Not yet, but I will do. I do have to suffer sometimes. Right. And Davos. That's it. I'll just do a little bit, but nope, that's good. Scrape the excess off. I think we can then do a bit of sand. Oh, hang on, I don't know, a little bit more off there. All right. It's the same both sides. And then get some paper, sandpaper, you know, razor paper. If you weren't watching, I'll get the sneaky machine. Right, so far so good. I've got a couple of slots in there as well, but I'll do that with a bandsaw. Oh, I could not have to do a bandsaw. I'll do a handsaw. I shouldn't. Can't do it with a bandsaw. It's naughty. Right, sandpaper. Rows of paper. Oh, it's a bit of the shitty stuff. La 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 la. Oh, stuck on a bit of wood. Where is my linseed oil? That is the question. I use walnut oil here as well, France. Use a flat oil. Got a whole load of shitty razor paper I got from my dad. That's what I've used it now, just to get it out of the way before I get any more. Just out of the stuff. The backing paper is as important as the blinking abrasive. A lot of these cheap tools, cheap papers, they tend to be on really rubbish paper. Cheap abrasive papers tend to be on really cheap backing paper, and it basically breaks on you. Cracks and useless. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Anyone got an island to sell? Like Greenland or somewhere? I got a bridge. You'll buy a bridge. Pretty good. Doesn't take long to sand, does it really? Scraper works well, I'm sorry. That did removed all the lumps. Oh, sorry. I could just actually, I think I'm going to char it, but I could actually ebonize it. Do both. Da, 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 da. Oh. Looks good. On back here. What about a good fighting axe? Toolbox axe, no? It's a little side axe. Bit more long handle on it. Literally no need. You don't need the momentum, you see. There's no need to have a long handle. It's more about control than that. Sharpen that in a minute, I suppose. I think that'll do. I think what we'll do is we'll now do a bit of blowtorch, shall we? So I'll put it in there just to hold it. I don't know if it'll work with that. Will it work? Not really. Put it on there, look. This will do it. Where's my blowtorch? Oh, there's a little one here, that'll do. Better take that away, set the light to that. And that. You can't see, can you? I just realised. Oh, let's hold the bloody thing. There you go. See what I mean? Oh, look at that's fun, isn't it? Oh, look at the fun. Oh, pyromaniac. That's who I am. You want the flames, you don't want the blue. That makes any sense. You want the orange at perfect distance, then too close. That's dirty old gas. I'll do half of it, then I'll do the other half. Because I'll allow me to hold it. As long as it's not too hot. When it, like sanding. Helps with getting bugs, you see. That's my excuse. In fact, I just like having fire. There you go. So look, so difference. And then you oil it. I won't do that until I put the head on though. Let's try to get woodworm. If you wonder why I'm doing it. And also, it looks cool as well. You might prefer it just plain. Quite happy with that, I think. More on the bottom. Go too far, you'll be like crusty. It'll be ash. Someone said to me the other day, "Oh my God, you're going to turn it into charcoal." Well, no, actually, charcoal's a different process altogether. Just burning something to, it's not charcoal. It's just burnt. when you create charcoal in your charcoal oven, it's like a charcoal kiln. Basically, you're burning it with it, but not giving it any oxygen. Charcoal. So as you see, there's oxygen in the room. Just like, oh, it's nice and warm on my hands. So I'm not going to oil it yet because I want the glue that I'm going to use to take hold. I've got some old polyurethane over there, which is pretty shitty. Oh, hang on. Also, what I'll do, I need to cut that wedge, don't I? For the wedge. If I do it on... no, I'm going to do it... Let's move this voice out of the way. Full of iron grindings, iron filings. Or grindings, because I was grinding. Right, I need to cut 2 slots. Cut across. That's what I generally do. For the wedge. G. I don't need to go all the way. Oh, did get quite central up. Oh, it'll be alright. I've got an old jar of PU glue. I'm trying to just use it all now. It was in the bottom of the bottle and it's just like I couldn't keep it any longer because I'm getting stiff. So that bit is kind of okay, but you see what's got inside the jar. I feel like I need to smash it. Smash grass in case of an emergency. For a screwdriver, ram it in there. Right. It's getting beyond the joke now, isn't it? There's glue in there somewhere. I've got fresh bottles over there, but I just wanted to use what I got. So there's PU glue. It's like expanding foam that the window fits put around your windows. Where did I go in? Was it here? No. Oh, crikey. I felt. Should I smash the glass? It's getting beyond the joke now. This is. The lid won't come off. La 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 la. La 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 la. Got to make sure I get in the slot for the wedges. By the time I actually get the glue out, it'll be gone off, won't it? What do you reckon? I don't want to break the glass because there's glass on the floor. My little dog coming here. Get that in his paws. I expect that'll get more of it now. Make the hole bigger. The only thing with this stuff, you have to clean it up afterwards, don't you? Because it gets a bit of a mess. I hate waste. I do. Honest, I hate waste. Oh, the light's gone out. Now, where is my linseed oil? That's all coated. And that slot there. And these slots. Right. Make sure it's the right way around. It's the right way around, isn't it? Yeah, that way around. And there's more in there. Back on. So wood starts expanding. I think before I use that glue again, I'm going to smash that and then use what's left and call that it. PU glue is great if you're using it regular, but I don't. I'm more of a Cascamite man, me. I use a lot of Cascamite, which is urea formaldehyde glue. Okay, that's pretty much everywhere. That's good. So that's forwards. Okay. That's good. Where's my wedges? Put the narrow one in first. I feel it in my fingers. This is teak. Ah. Around me. Do. Perfect. A little peel in there. Claw it. Just smell it with that. Looking good. Right. Where's my power super go? Before I lose it, I'll put that away. Over there. I'll keep knocking it over, you see. And then it ends up all near the top. Right. I'll just put a little bit more on that little split that I had. God, that's well in there now. Just fin around the neck first. I wasn't going to do that, but just fin around the neck with the super glue. But I've done it now. Right, I'll be back. Ugh. No coming back. Put this back over here. Right, I've got to cut that wedge off, haven't I? God, feels good. Feels good, 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 good. So I need to cut that without blunting my saw. One way of doing it, you can put masking tape around just in case you're worried. But I'll just cut it away from it, then clean it up with a blade. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. A little bit of scraping there. The glue coming inside. using a... Oh, I've got to burn that again there. Right. Got a bit of glue coming down the side of the handles. On both sides, actually, look at that. But never mind. Easily sorted. Let's do the other side. I'll come down there for 2 seconds. We can't see that, can you? So I'm just removing a bit of glue dribble down the edge. That's all right. Just going to burn that again, just on the edge, just a little bit on top there. There's a bit of side acrylic down here, you see, around that edge to seal it. And I got a bit overzealous. But I did. Done the job though, crikey. Look at this. Alright, here we are. I think that's done it. There. That looks like the England flag. St George's flag. Right. Oh yeah, oh no, actually, oh, do you know what I didn't do? I was going to sharpen before I put that handle on, wasn't I? I forgot. Oh, well, right. That one. And what's that one? One and that one. I'm not going to worry about using waterstone for that. So hang on, it's a curve. You want a curve, do you? It's got a slight curve in it, but yeah. Fairly flattish. I want a bit of a curve, but not too much. A bit of camber, I suppose you could call it, wouldn't you? A bit of a camber. can feel the burr forming. You've got to flatten the back as you haven't done that, have I? Should have done that first. Nice thing about diamond sharpeners is that if you've got sort of curved surfaces, you don't bugger up your sharpener like you would do a waterstone or even an oilstone. You can putting shapes into it. You don't generally do that with a diamond sharpener. They keep fairly flat. Oh. Now I'm not it's flat there, but I'm actually lifting it just a touch. I did a lot of the flattening on the linisher. If the back ain't flat, you're not gonna get an edge. How much of an edge do I really need on this? It's probably good enough as it is. The beauty about these is you don't have to put that weight into it, and it's single-handed, isn't it? Whereas if you want to use a chisel or something like that, it's two-handed, even a hand plane. Well, that's block plane not, but yeah, it's coming. It's coming. The head on here is one. Oh, let's get in there. Not far off. This head on here is originated. It was a Skinner and Johnson. It's trying. It's a trying. Remember, it's a very thick blade as well, so it's like, you know. Hi. Thank you, Steve. Yeah, that's quite good. I'll get some oil on it and that'll be a treat. I'll do the job I need to do. It's a working tool. It's not going to be something, it's going to be throwing about. So it's not precious. It's to do a job. God, that's plenty sharp enough to be honest for me to use it for. Sharpen. Shaved me now. Is that sharp enough? Ugh. Got a bald, see the baldness? That, yeah. You won't want to be hit with that. Now this have been fine, a bit of oil. I've got some Danish oil up there. Found a bit of glue here. Let's get that rid of that. It's gone. Oil. Engine oil. No. What have I done with my linseed oil? I've got some boiled linseed oil that I boiled. I've got some shellac. Danish. Teak oil, that'll do it. As long as it's okay. I can't hear it. Has it gone solid? It's not very oily. I'll open that can up so it's inside there. Let's try a bit of Danish oil. Danish oil's not ideal because it really needs time to dry. Might do actually. A bit. Oh, what's going on with that as well? That's weird. Got a skin on it. Got a skin. Right. A bit of white spirit in it. It'll go off quicker. That'll soak in as well. Yeah. That's close. Right. That looks so good in there. That'll go into there. There. I feel like a Viking now. You're not going to have my island. You're not having my Greenland. Right. I'll put a few more coats on that tonight. But there you go, look. Let's see how sharp that is. Shall we find something to use it on? No? That, you got to admit, that does look pretty flat and curled, doesn't it? You know, you go down a straight wheel than that. You're a proper Viking. I'll find a log now, or a piece of wood to try it on. That's a bit long. I need a short log. Oh, hang on, what's over there? That'll do. It's a bit of chestnut. Oh, I've got a bit of chestnut. Let's try it on that. Hopefully, it's going to do the job. It's a bit slippery because it's covered in oil. Oh my God, yeah, that's loads better. Let's see. Loads better. Oh, I like that. So I'm just using the weight of it. I'm not actually bashing it. I'm just using the weight of it coming down. Yeah, side axe. So loads easier to work from the right without a shadow of doubt. So this is what I was using. It was this, which is quite light. But also because you've got to have such an angle, you're trying to, it doesn't work very well, it bounces a lot. Do you know what I mean? For this job, it's not, so you only take short shavings. You've got to whittle them down, it takes ages. Because that will take a long shaving, because it's a side axe. Yeah, the biggest difference is the grind is on the right hand side of that one. Right, that's got the grind on both sides. Right, so that's a double bevel, that's a single bevel. This is a right-handed side axe, because I'm right-handed. Oh, I'm pleased with that, that's really nice to use. Make fire starters. And it's nice and sharp, look, see? So I can peel it as well if I want to do that. I'll hold a bit of wood properly, it is. Yeah, it's good. Anyway, I better do something else now, maybe something in the house, so the missus don't give me a hard time taking all day on an axe. So there you go. If you can't get hold of one, you can't find one anywhere, right? I have recorded the video for the head, so I've just got to make the video. I literally cut this from an old axe that I already had. It used to be my grandfather's years ago. It was a felling axe. Felling axe. But I wanted a side axe, a hand one. So this would have been originally this was in the long handle. So as you can see, I had a different shape blade. I cut all that out here, also lightened it a bit because it was quite heavy, and sculpted it out the bottom here as well, give it a much better shape. So if you think about it, your hands are up and down, you don't need all that there, you don't just bruise your fingers all the while. So yeah, I like this. Peel my tart. I'm going to go and chop some tomatoes with it. Yeah, nice and solid, there you go. Anyway. I didn't make the axe head. I cut it from an old one. So yeah, I already had the axe head, and I had to attack it with the angle grinders. That bit I obviously had to do with the machine. I'll cut that by hand. It takes me bloody long. But got bits of it here somewhere. Somewhere. There's a bit of it here somewhere. And now I can't find it. That's about right, isn't it? Probably on the floor, isn't it? Anyway, I cut a load off it. Oh, yeah, it is. That was the blade part. So I chopped that off, and then I cut loads of little bits off it. They're probably some on the floor somewhere. There's a bit. So angle grind and just keep chopping bits off it until I got the shape I wanted. Originally, it wasn't that shape. No, but I think the shape is actually quite nice. It's come out quite well. And to get the shape, the bottom part of the shape cut is literally originated from 4.5 inch angle grinder wheel, and the top one 9 inch angle grinder wheel. So yeah, do you like my axe, darling? Can I keep it beside the bed? No? You don't like that idea? You don't. Shall I come in now? Yeah. That's what she's saying. See, I think that's what she's saying. Did you want me to do something? Yeah. What do you want me to do? Make an axe?
No.
Oh.
Take me to do the washing.
Take you to do the washing?
I've already done most of it by hand, but...
Well, then you do the rest then, can't you?
No sheets and tiles.
Because the wash sheet broken, you see. All right, okay, I got the message. Oh, one angry pagan would like that. Yeah, he probably would, wouldn't he? Just take my hands now like that. Yeah, he probably would like that, wouldn't he? I've got to put a few coats of oil on that, build that up, and then, the handle is oak, and I attacked it with a blowtorch. As you do, all right? Just like I've done with other tools as well. But yeah, I'm really pleased with it. It's certainly going to do the job. You know, if I want to do any TLC to it, I can, can't I? You know, if I want to, I don't know, what would I want to do to it? It's just going to do the job. So there you go. Yeah. Anyway, it's time for us to go. I'm going to say toodaloo now. So thank you very much for joining us today, and I hope you all have a nice evening, and stay safe. Toodaloo.